Well, hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Sandra Milam, and still we're talking with my sister Sharon Miner. She underwent a double kidney transplant on May 21st, 2022. And we've had several uh, videos, and you can check those out on YouTube. And this is part four. And we're talking about aftercare, some lifestyle changes that have to be made, and different things. So, Sharon, what are some of the things that you've had to deal with in recent months as far as aftercare? I know that there's times when you have to, they do blood draws, and first it was 3 times a week.
Well, I'd like to say before I get into that, good morning, everybody. It's been a while since I've been on, completed part four. But anyway, the lifestyle changes. It's your eating, your diet. Diet is very important. Your fluid consumption. I've hit difficulties with being dehydrated. Although I feel like I've drunk enough water, it might not be enough water. Different foods, you have to stay away from. It's not only a nutritional thing, but it's a mental thing because the things you have to be patient with yourself, and I've had problems with that. You know, Expectations of myself. You have to be reasonable with yourself and your body. In my case, I received two kidneys, and that's not an everyday occurrence. So I had to learn to be patient with myself.
By being patient with yourself, what do you mean by that?
Well, you sit and you think, oh, I feel good. I can do this. I can do that. But your body's not ready to do that. You get tired and you go through a lot of changes and you feel like, I'm not progressing. It's not that you're not progressing enough. You are, but you just have to be patient with yourself. I mean, with me, I had the surgery. I think it was 6 hours, maybe seven. I'm not sure, but I was in surgery for a long time. I got two new kidneys, and so they don't take the old ones out. So in my body, I have four kidneys. I have two new ones and two old ones. Now the old ones, the ones that was you were born with or you previously had, they die. They're not functioning. So what they do when they put the new kidneys in, they if I hope I'm saying it correctly, but they attach it to your bladder, and so they attach the kidneys are attached to the bladder, and the bladder, so you are able to eliminate urine that way. And one of the things that your body's doing is trying to get adjusted. When I was on dialysis, I was on fluid restriction, and I could only have 32 ounces of fluid a day. And fluid included soups, anything liquid, tea, anything. So once you are off of dialysis and you go and get a kidney, your body's trying to catch up. So at first, one of the changes I had was, drink, drink, drink. Eat popsicles, anything that has water in it, like Jello, popsicles, stuff like that. You could have soups, broths, anything like that. But I wasn't used to that. So I had to I had to go to the bathroom a lot, like every 15 to 20 minutes at first, and then it went to 30 minutes, and now I can I can I can hold it better. The blood draws, they're 3 times a week. um, the medicines, sometimes you have allergic reaction to the medicine, or the medicine can cause you to have diarrhea, and that dehydrates you. So it's a lot of things that you have to get used to, you know.
In other words, sometimes it's a balancing act.
It
Trying.
Yes.
Okay, one of the other things that you have to realize that when they do those blood draws, they might change your medication, and I think that's been one of your things where they're doing a constant medication changes.
Well, when they draw your blood, they look at the labs, and they look at your levels, and they see if this is too high, if that's too high. We might need to take away a medicine. We might need to add a medicine. They often change the milligrams of a medicine where you was taking 1 milligram. They might change it down to point 0.5, which is a half a milligram, and so, or if it was a medicine that I took 2 in the a.m. and 2 in the p.m. My body didn't tolerate that medicine well, so what they did is stretch it out 4 times a day. I had a medicine in the morning, in the noon, evening, and bed. So it was a strong anti-rejection medicine. And one of the things about the anti-rejection medicine, when you have a kidney transplant, you are going to be taking those medicines for the rest of your life. And you think, oh, I'm going to be taking this medicine for the rest of my life. You got to get used to it. You got to take it, because your body will, if you don't take it and take it correctly, your body can reject the kidney.
Mm-hmm. So there's always a risk of rejection at some point.
Yes, there is always a risk of rejection.
Okay. Now, one of the other things is we talked about the lifestyle foods that you can't eat, and a lot of them are raw and cooked. I know one of your favorites was sushi. So.
Yeah, I love sushi, but I can't have anything uncooked. Everything that I have has to be cooked at a certain temperature. I couldn't have cold cuts, different things like that. I can't eat processed chicken or tuna salad. I can eat it at home that I made myself and know that it's cooked thoroughly and everything. But if I go out, no, I can't. And I said, oh God, I can't have a Subway sub, because the subs are not cooked.
Mm-hmm. And you don't really think about that too much. It's like, okay, I'm gonna make me a cold cut sandwich or like a sub or something like that, and you really have to think and plan. But like I said, I was used to it because of my husband's other. He has some digestive issues, so I was used to the restrictions as far as your diet was concerned. It's just trying to keep up with everything. So, anyway, what other restrictions did you have?
Well, I'm diabetic,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to watch my blood sugar anyway. And they told me that tropical fruits have more sugar, and they're not as good for you as peaches, apples, pears, or anything like that. The berries are your best fruits. But, I consulted with a nutritionist, and that's what they told me. Tropical fruits like mangoes, pineapples, all that other. I can't think of anything else right now, but everybody knows what tropical fruits are. They are harder on your body than just regular fruits. Citrus is fine, apples and all of that. That's good.
Which you
Grapes.
love. That's the good part about it. You actually do love apples, and we love fresh fruit. We like peaches and different things like that. So that's not a problem. It may be for some people, but we do like fresh fruits and vegetables and things like that. And so.
And your weight fluctuates from day to day, because when right after your surgery, you weigh yourself every day. You take your temperature every day to monitor if you're starting to get an infection. They want to catch it quick. Um, I take my blood sugars 3 times a day, sometimes four. I take my blood pressure 3 times a day, sometimes four. So, then you do your blood draws 3 days a week. And it's like that for the first month. And then it tapers off to 2 times a week. And then now I'm down to 1 time a week, because it's been 90, 90 plus days
Mm-hmm.
since I've had the transplant.
And the other thing is they are telling you walking is your best exercise, and
Yes.
as you said you could feel yourself getting stronger because you went shopping a couple of times, and in the store where there weren't too many people, and
I've been trying to get out more, because I can't sit down forever, and I gotta challenge myself. And another lifestyle change is challenging yourself. So you may not feel the greatest, but you gotta keep moving. You gotta keep moving. You gotta be a self motivator, because you can, you can you can feel down and whatever, and those are regular emotions, but you have to be a self motivator.
Mm-hmm. One of the things that I think sometimes we deal with people that's had major surgery, you deal with depression because you're not the person you used to be, and you get, as you said, you have to learn how to be patient. But remember that you have had major surgery.
Yeah, you do have to be patient with yourself, and you know, you have to really monitor your expectations of yourself and your awareness of what you can do. If you know you tried it, you can't do it. Don't try to force yourself, because it's not going to work for you in the long run.
Well, sometimes if you do, as one day you did a little bit too much, and so the next couple of days you were recovering from that particular time.
Yeah, I've overdone it, and and so I try to listen to my body, and I lay down. Somebody may say, "Well, you're laying down too much," but you listen to your body, and if you sleep a lot at first, you need that rest. Now, I'm not saying stay in the bed all day, but I'm just saying you have to pay attention to your body.
Well, you were staying with me, and I didn't allow that. I tell you, get up and come downstairs at least, or get up and let's go watch TV, or get up and do something. Just at least come downstairs and sit and talk to me while I fix dinner or something like that. So that way you could have a little bit of out of the bed, and then as you recovered, you're able to help me do things around the house a little bit.
Another thing I didn't realize, I had physical therapy. I didn't think I needed physical therapy. I had occupational therapy. I didn't think I needed it. I thought, I could rely on myself, but they did physical therapy in the hospital. They showed me how to walk up and down steps without, having a lot of pain. But I had the occupational therapy, just reaching up and doing different things that they showed me. I didn't think I needed it, but apparently I did, because I had weakness in my legs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anything else that you would advise people that's watching this video that's maybe dealing with they've had a transplant themselves, or they know somebody that's having to possibly go through that?
The only thing that I can think of right now is each day is different. Each day is a new challenge. You have to think about moving forward, because everything that God creates moves forward. He didn't create anything that moves backwards. So once you have a transplant and you have major surgery of any kind or any type of surgery, you have to move forward each day. Every day is a new challenge.
Okay, Sharon, thank you so much.
Thank you.